As the United States amps up its rhetoric on Syria in advance of a potential military intervention, a new Reuters poll shows that 60% of Americans are against any U.S. involvement, with only 9% supporting intervention. A new documentary airing on the National Geographic Channel tonight promises to shed new light on a big reason Americans are skeptical of new military adventures. Here's an exclusive sneak peek from America versus Iraq, in which Colin Powell discusses why he felt President Bush was being steamrolled into war. Let's watch.
But Secretary of State Colin Powell worries that President Bush is being steamrolled into war. He asks the president for a private meeting.
And I said, we're going to have to do something, either diplomatically or through the use of military force. We're going to need allies. We're going to need people who will support us. And he thought about it for a moment. He said, well, what should we do? And I said, I recommend you take it to the UN. They are the aggrieved party. It's their resolutions that have been offended.
Powell convinces the president they should seek a new UN resolution demanding the return of the weapons inspectors Saddam had expelled 4 years earlier. Vice President Dick Cheney is not happy.
Thank you. A person would be right to question any suggestion that we should just get inspectors back into Iraq and then our worries will be over. Saddam has perfected the game of cheat and retreat and is very skilled in the art of denial and deception.
In his speech, he effectively shot down the proposal, shot down what we were getting ready to do. The UN couldn't do this. It was probably a waste of time. I mean, everything that you shouldn't have said, in my humble judgment, with respect to a decision the president had made.
Paul, let's start with the clip we just saw. Ever since he left the Bush administration, as you know, Colin Powell has been portraying himself as an opponent of the Iraq war. Is that a little disingenuous?
I don't think it is, really. I mean, I think he was in a very, very difficult position. He's a patriot, obviously, served in one form or another, the government or in the military his entire career. And I think he was in a really awkward position. Certainly, this is the thing in his life that he's most sensitive about. I started in that interview, I was the one who did that interview. And when we got to the question about his presentation to the UN, you know, the one where he said, you know, that Saddam does have weapons of mass destruction. I mean, he got really, really angry, and he basically shouted at me the way, you know, the guy was a 4-star general in the United States Army. You suddenly knew what it was like to be screamed at by a general, and I felt like some private, you know, boots were polished or something like that. So there's definitely something there. You know, maybe he feels bad that he didn't get out sooner or speak up sooner, but as far as I could tell, he did make the arguments in private, trying to, you know, make the policy better.